Hello to all you Facebookers out there. Hope all is well. Want to thank everybody that took the time out to either view or respond to my last video about Kevin Hart in the Oscars. Want to give special thanks to Latoya Lee, my buddy Fred in Orlando for taking the time out to comment on that particular video. However, today I want to talk about a particular pastor by the name of John Gray of Greenville, South Carolina. Shout out to everybody in Greenville, aka Cashville, South Carolina. I like that name, Relentless Church. It kind of reminds me of a record label, like Ruthless Records. I also want to congratulate Pastor Gray and his lovely wife for celebrating, I believe it's their 8th wedding anniversary. However, some people took issue with the fact that he had decided to bless his lovely wife with a brand new 200,000 Lamborghini SUV. Oh, I got a feeling that everything is going to be all right. As far as my opinion on that, it's this. Unfortunately, most people don't like to see other people doing well. I think if that were not the case, reality TV wouldn't be as popular as it is today, much less a preacher of a mega church. Because right off the bat, people start to assume that, oh, wait a minute, somebody's been dipping inside the collection plate. But that's not always the case. I mean, if you look at these preachers that are on television, most of them have multiple streams of income. This pastor in particular is a producer and stars in his own reality TV show. He's a successful author and also a very eloquent speaker, very talented brother. Some preachers may even receive a salary. And I know what some of y'all going to say, oh, that's using church funds. Well, free Wi-Fi is also using church funds, but you don't see anybody chasing after the cable guy to see what kind of car he's driving. I mean, you don't hear people saying stuff like, oh, I knew it. He got a 2007 Toyota Prius with only 3,000 miles on it. He going to hell. I mean, you just don't see that. I think that the problem that most of us have when it comes to church is that we go from a practical way of thinking to a magical way of thinking. I mean, some of us think that giving away our last dime is a sign of faith. And I want to say to those of you who have given away their last dime to a preacher, and I understand some people fall on hard times, but for those of you, in most cases, don't need money, you need common sense, okay? Because let's face it, most of us who have financial problems, those problems probably started way before we ever set foot in somebody's church and won't be resolved by the time the preacher gives his benediction. I mean, if you want to rise up from any type of circumstance, it's going to take more than just prayer. You're going to have to do some research, some hard work, and be dedicated if you want to see some long, lasting results. The fact of the matter is that church is not just a place of worship. It's also a place of entertainment. I mean, because, and the reason why I say that is because nobody is going to fill up a coliseum to see somebody read from a book that most of us already have. I mean, we don't just go to church for the message. We go to church for the preaching, the singing, the music, and the heavy breathing. And some of y'all say, well, they always asking for money at the church. Well, just because they ask, you don't necessarily have to give. I mean, especially if you don't want to give. It says somewhere that for all you Bible beaters out there that God blesses the cheerful giver. So if you don't have it to give, if you're not willing to give, you probably should do like a lot of people do, stare at the floor or act like you're going to the restroom. So I want to hear from everybody. Please feel free to comment in the comment section. Once again, this is your boy Al P signing out. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and everything else. Peace.